I do love you, Tracy.
I love you too. Good morning, Denise, Myra, Brian, Anna, Mora. Good morning, Denise, Myra, Brian, Anna, Mora. Good morning to you all.
You guys, we are going to start out prayer this morning. Debbie, she changed her name up on me, and I kept looking because I forgot what her name was. So I referred to her. Didn't sleep last night. So Debbie was MawMaw, you guys, is having a very, very painful morning where it caused her to have an anxiety attack. My back's killing me. I know Tracy, she hurts every day.
I'm going to the
And
doctor today, though. I get an injection today.
so if Myra is in physical therapy, I'm going to say just, and I know Denise, you know, you got my heart, you and your husband. So I'm going to say a prayer, and people that come in.
Let me quick sing to Save Robbie before you say a prayer. Good morning, Save Robbie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Save Robbie. Good morning to you.
Robbie,
Okay.
even before you even come on. So I'm going to say a prayer this morning. Dear Lord, thank you for another morning of allowing us to come and be able to worship with each other and bringing people into our lives from all over the world. And Lord, I pray for Debbie's heart, mind, and body and soul, Lord, of her, the stirring within her, that she'll get some rest today, Lord. Lord, I pray for MawMaw. I just pray that you will ease off her pain and let her rest a little bit, Lord. It's and help her to help her heart when she has me to help her do things, and just Lord touch her, Lord. And Tracy, and help her pain, Lord, that she can sing to each and everybody, because Lord, we know that her singing touches souls, and her singing just goes right to the heart of the people. And Lord, Denise and her husband, you know what their needs are, and you know what their pains are. And Lord, my friend Robbie, you know who Robbie is. And you know that for some reason, Lord, that you brought him into my life at a time that he, at a time that only you know why. And Lord, for each and everybody that will come across this video, and everybody that will come in later that will come back and watch the beginning, I pray for them as well, because Lord, this thank you for what you do. But Lord, we know we can love one another and have fun in your love. But Lord, it's a ministry. And that's what we want to do, minister to people's soul and the hurting people. And and thank you, Lord, that you are blessing each and every one of us. Amen.
Amen.
You guys, I just talked, look, Robbie, I just talked to God, and I don't know how to do it regular. I just talked to him.
Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you.
Morning, Craig. What
You
if
know,
what, Craig?
that's the title, and you know, Craig, the what if. Um, Yesterday, I stepped out on faith and went and got a computer that I really thought Kevin was going to tell me, I think you need to tell them don't even deliver it. But, oh, sing to Raven.
Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you.
You know, I was tired of this laptop not meeting what I needed. And, you know, there's big things that, you know, God is saying that He's got planned. and people he wants us to reach and stuff. So I told Casey, I said, ride with me. I said, I'm going to do it. And
Good morning to Wanda. Good morning to you. Good morning to Wanda. Good morning to you.
and for you guys, it's just coming.
Goodbye for now. I'll be back.
All right, Debbie, I love you.
I'll be back. Love you guys. I'll be back.
Love you too. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Did you see what he said?
We done prayed for you guys. No, and Walmart's still closed. So,
Oh my goodness.
Craig asked what the, there you go.
I sang to Anamora already.
Okay, the what if. The what if is what you feel when you step out on faith and you do something that God gives you, peace about, you need to do this. Then you walk out of a store and you get the what ifs. That's what I call it. Oh my goodness, what if? Look, I ain't even walked out the store and felt good about what I needed to be able to do this StreamYard. I cried and prayed before they took Google down, Google Hangouts. Traci knows that.
Yes, we did. We prayed every day about that.
And, God's allowed this little old laptop to do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Wanda. You have a great day too.
And so if I'm going to be sitting at this kitchen, a big old desktop computer is they call it a gaming computer. I don't need a gaming computer. I got to clean off my table and do it. I had to have the tools. So, but as soon as I felt good. We told the people about Casey doing Porch Church, and we talked hey, I'm bold with talking to people about what God's doing. And so anyway, doing in my life.
Good morning, Justin and Christina. Good morning to you. Good morning, Justin and Christina. Good morning to you.
And I'm bold about talking to people. So I looked at different things and I'm like, no, I really need that. It'll be fine. No, yeah, well, yeah, I am getting, no, Fred is still going to be utilized. If I'm in bed, Fred.
You can't take a desktop in bed and put it on your tummy.
Yes. So,
good morning to Neville. Good morning to you. Good morning to Neville. Good morning to you.
Neville's sneaky. Neville's hoping it gets crazy like yesterday.
Yeah.
But really, the what if is the doubt. You cannot have faith in what God is going to do for you and have the what ifs. You cannot accept what he's going to do for you and then start the what ifs. So Casey, I am too, Robbie. You guys, yes, Kevin knows, behave, Dwayne. You guys, Robbie, I don't know why. I love Robbie, but I have to say I don't love Robbie more than I do Casey. Because one day Casey said, he said, well, you can just have Robbie as your son. And he did the head thing. But no, he loves Robbie too. And you guys all lift Robbie up before he goes to bed. Robbie, unplug, go to bed. Don't have your computer running or else you ain't going to be able to sleep. So
good morning, Siosa Cells and Rose too. Good morning, Siosa Cells and Rose too.
Yeah, just keep it with Rose.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna attempt that.
But yes, Robbie. Robbie was the first raid. He did a Robbie raid on the Porch Church Network, and Casey was over the moon about it. And then he called back. He was shouting us out that night, and Casey come in there, excuse me, for us to go live. So then Destiny's little girl, when Robbie come on, was like, oh my gosh, it's Robbie. So Robbie has his fans out there, you guys. And Robbie, don't get down because God's going to use you. So I want you to know that God is going to use you. So you go to bed and get some rest and just know we love you here. We love you here.
Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you.
This morning we are talking about the blessings of God and how God will provide. And that's what my husband's been telling me, that God will provide a way. And you know, it's to reach people. There's a lot of people out there that have rather see you fail than succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, questions of faith. You know, and I'm thankful that when I pray for somebody, I know God is going to move in their life and do what my problem is putting that faith on me, because
Right.
I feel selfish. It feels like to me, I've never been one to like to buy clothes for myself or do anything for me, because I feel bad about it. That's just how I've always been.
Good morning, one last chance. Good morning to you. Good morning, one last chance. Good morning to you. Yes, Dwayne, I'm okay. I actually might go quick change glasses because I got the wrong darn glasses on. I am a little flushed today because I don't have any makeup on. It's doctor day, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up and I quick jumped in the shower, and but here I am.
Wait,
I'll be right back.
Dwayne, you got her, and then you got me under the runway lights. And I ain't talking about like modeling lights. I'm talking about like runway, like an airplane runway light. So I'm super pale. So Tracy's got the Indian blood.
Yes, that I do.
We know Dwayne.
I appreciate it. I really do.
So you know, it is. It's God's going to expand in things, and if it is that people like to come here, Ciosa, that's fine. We understand. Trying to look, people used to pull up the internet at work and wasn't supposed to, but I would look over their shoulder because I was the trouble. But I would sure look over their shoulder. I'm going to put Robbie's link in, you guys. Come on. Oh, Fred, don't make me take you out back, because there's a lot of information in here I can't get rid of.
Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you. Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you.
But you guys, save Robbie. God's going to turn things back around for Robbie too, and get him back on track with what he wanted to do when he first started out. And I'm seeing this in different people, and I'm going to throw out Super Dave, because you know what? Super Dave, and I have to stop trying to talk like him because I hear him in my head when I say his name, Super Dave. He's turning his channel more to talking about, you know, what God's doing in his life. So you guys, what I'm trying to say is, when I really think about it and I'm not in the what ifs frame of mind, it makes sense to me. But it's when I'm not being uplifted with you guys, when you guys come on, you guys are sending us love, and you're
Absolutely.
us. And, while we're here, it's great. And, the devil can't touch me in my mind because I'm focusing on you guys and, loving you guys and showing the love. And it is when the whole thing is shut down that I call it niggling. Well, what if, what if, you don't get help and, Kevin can't pay for the computer? What if, and how dare you get something like that trivial? So all this stuff, and then I have to, you better step back, because you know what? It's not trivial to me. And like I told Debbie this morning, and me and Traci already talked about it. This God's going to let this take off for us. And I asked her, was she going to be on for the ride? And heck yeah, she said,
it. Good morning, Mark the Skywatcher. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mark the Skywatcher. Good morning to you. Good morning, Deb Kitty. Good morning to you. Good morning, Deb Kitty. Good morning to you.
Wait a minute. How did you go from what you looked like a while ago to all? No, that is some kind of.
I didn't do anything but turn the light on.
Was your hair already fixed?
Huh?
Was your hair already fixed?
Yeah, I have real thick hair.
No, fixed.
Was it fixed? Okay, Darlene, I'm going to tell you what I did. I fixed my daughter's lunch. I gave her an extra big lunch stick. She's going to be home late. I went into the bathroom, visited the Tinkle Fairy, washed my hands, and looked at my hair and went, oh, that'll work. And I came out. That's what, honest, swear to God, girl.
Do you guys see the look on our face? We know what she looked like.
I got a light on now. I put a light on.
Traci, are you shocked?
I'm shocked.
Was it like a snap the finger?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. And I even took a brush and I used hairspray and I tried something with this.
Honey, I don't have no hairspray on. My hair is just this. This is how good the lady did that cut my hair. I don't have to do nothing to it.
I'm going to just kick you out because that ain't even fair. So you guys, yeah. So
Dwayne would save me. I don't want to go to no corner.
We won't make you. We won't make you.
Penelope, she's being mean.
But you guys keep everybody in your prayers. Dwayne, keep your MawMaw in your prayers. Her knee has swelled up the left one, the size of a grapefruit. And something I just don't know.
Now the ding dog wants out.
And I don't like MawMaw hurting so bad that she has anxiety attacks. So you guys pray for MawMaw.
Mm-hmm.
So if I jump up all of a sudden, it's because I'll hear MawMaw back there calling me to help her. But yeah, so Traci, I call it the what ifs. How do you feel when you feel like you're doing something the right way? And
it's like, to me, I picture the same thing, but like it's in my mind, it's like, God, I know God is leading me in a direction, and I put one foot down, and then I think, oh, what if this doesn't work out the way that it's supposed to, or what if I don't do it right, or what if, but then you got to put that next foot down, and you got to keep going, and you got to have faith in God and his plan.
Because you guys know, like, you know, Traci's songs, Traci, they hear you well into the day. I've done had too many people well into the day talk about that they hear your singing to them. And Dwayne, don't be funny
Good
about
morning,
that.
LizzAnn.
Good morning, everybody. Good to see everyone.
Good to
Good
see
morning,
you.
LizzAnn.
Darlene, Traci. Good to see everybody. Hello,
Well, just
Did you see my new glasses?
they're so
Maybe
pretty.
that's it. I got my new glasses.
Hold
there
on.
you go.
Those are pretty.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
are pretty.
And guess what? They're pink tinted. You can't really see it, but they're pink
Yes, I
tinted.
thought so.
You
Yes.
can
I was
kind of
wondering.
tell when you got them on your face. You can kind of
Yeah,
tell.
me too.
And they
Cool
feel
deal.
good.
And
Thank
you
you,
know what?
Dwayne, for protecting me in the corner.
So
I
everybody
love you, Dwayne.
that joins from now on, just let you know, you guys have all been prayed for in advance. Everybody that listens or
Mhm.
joins this. And so, you know, Dwayne, you've been that,
Coffee cup pot's talking at you.
you know, Dwayne, you've helped me with second guessing myself. Derek has, Traci has, Liz, and I shouldn't need it because God, you know, he lets me know what he needs me to do. And, you know, I'm right where he needs me to be.
That's what I told you when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's right.
and we are going to do God's work together. And
Thank
that's why God sent me some outspoken Christian women that you know, that I can turn to as well.
Mhm.
And you guys, even my little
Good morning, Sunshine Cooper. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sunshine Cooper. Good morning to you.
good morning,
Morning,
Sunshine,
Neville.
Good morning, sunshine.
the Queen of Sunshine.
Morning, Sunshine.
Good
Morning,
morning, everybody in
Neville.
the chat.
And you know, Destiny is like a younger version of myself. The way she and I are. So, you know, God has put everybody right in place with what he wants us to do.
Yep.
Do you see Misha's comment about MawMaw?
I do. Misha, really pray for her because it is rough. She's having a very rough morning. I actually hit my snooze a couple of times and woke up to MawMaw crying
Oh,
in there, praying and crying. So,
baby.
and then I called her name and I went in there to help her. At least, I mean, our bedrooms are that close together. And Misha, I know it would break your heart to hear MawMaw hurting that bad.
I'm
You
sorry
guys,
to hear
Was
that.
she able to get the pain under control yet?
do what?
Has she been able to get the pain under control yet?
No, not this morning. There's
This
not
is-
enough pain medicine in the world to, with her knee swelled up like that to stop the pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You know,
swollen or
you know, she got injections in both.
right.
But
Right.
the left leg, she's been having to kind of walk rigid on because of that boot that comes all the way up her knee because of her
Yeah.
heel. So
Yeah.
she's had to walk rigid.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the knee that's already give her problems. Well, now, she got the injections in it, and the one knee did fine, but that one, you guys, is so.
Do you
I gave her. I put ice pack.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because she can't bend it because of the toe. The boot
Oh,
for the toe.
she could bend it. It hurts too bad for her to.
do you think
weight on
maybe
it.
the doctor needs to be notified of that swelling? She could have had a reaction to that medication, or it could have inflamed all of her muscles.
They just sent pain medication. You know, so prayers, you guys all, even if you don't know who, and I'll type it in, even if you guys don't even know, we just call my mother-in-law MawMaw. Everybody in the YouTube community, our YouTube community, from jewelry to resellers to just like us, we just know her as MawMaw. And
Hi, one last chance. One last chance is saying, "Ah, no corners this morning." You want to pop in, baby? We got corners.
One last chance. We just got started.
Yeah.
We just got started. So, but yeah, Misha's called different hours, you know, that she couldn't sleep and knows MawMaw was awake and MawMaw would talk to her. And so Misha probably has a different relationship with MawMaw than most people on here. Well, we need some confirmation. Thank you. Yes. We're going to pray and, you know, and MawMaw's going to rest. I don't hear her moving around. I'll go check on her. Yes, Dwayne just wants that corner. You know what? His punishment's going to be stay out the corner, Dwayne. We're going to put you in a round room, a round one.
Good thing, roll around and do everything.
Oh boy.
One last chance. I hate to have glasses that hurt your face. You know, I've had them to where they would hurt the back of my ear or the front of my nose, or
I had to switch because the other ones I had on, the bifocal line is in a different spot, and so I have a really hard time reading the chat when I wear those other ones. So when I'm on the computer, I'd have to use these to read the chat.
I'm going to stand up, Traci. You guys keep watch for everything, and I'm gonna check on my mom and take my medicine because my back. Gotta
stretch it out.
It is hurting this morning. Oh,
you need to move around a little bit.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I was blessed yesterday. I'll tell you what. I went to take my daughter to the eye doctor. We both had eye doctor appointments at the same time. We both got our eyes checked. Then we went down and got our eyeglasses done at Express Mart, and they did a very good job. I mean, amazingly good job. We got 4 pairs of glasses with coatings on the glasses, okay, for under $150. You can't beat that.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
No. And you got
that was a good
right away.
deal. And I've got, if they break, they're replaced. So awesome. I got these because it's something different, and you know me, I want it out there a bit. I don't want to go with just glasses. It makes me look like a grandma. So
there you go.
I got these, and then I got another pair that are blue tinted. So it's fun. And Isabella got 2 pair of glasses. She's not pleased, but she'll deal with it, or I'll take and bounce her off the walls. Yesterday I had a guy on our way home from, well, even before that, I had a cop cut me off at a 4-way stop and took a turn when it wasn't his turn. I didn't say anything. I let it go. On our way into town, I turned around and there was somebody else that tried to cut me off by pulling in front of me. And it was like, okay, Lord, what am I supposed to be learning? I'm doing the speed limit here. And then on the way home, there was 3 lanes. A black pickup in the far right lane, a blue car in the middle lane, and me in the left lane. And black truck eased over and almost hit the blue car, who eased over and almost hit me. I went off into the rough and pulled it back onto the highway and just missed getting cited real bad at 75 miles an hour. That's the speed limit. And then I come down, I come home. I am a wreck and tired from dealing with all of this other stuff all day. Have to go back to the grocery store at 4:30 in the afternoon, right? I get my groceries done at about 7. As I'm going the back way out of the store, like most people do, there is a lane that goes from the grocery store like here. And then on this side, it's coming around the back of the store, coming this way. I got to go the other way. Okay. Anyway, this is the lane that comes from from the side of the store, okay? And then I'm coming around this way. And as I'm coming around this way, I have the right of way because he's blocked traffic. Damn sheriff almost hit me broadside. Can you believe that?
What sheriff?
Goodness.
A dang sheriff.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Blandine. Good morning to you. Good morning, Blandine. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Blandine.
Not my driving. I was playing defensive yesterday. I wasn't on the offensive.
Sounds
Man,
like
let me tell you, it was like when I got home, I honked the horn and I said, "Y'all unloaded, I'm done." So
Dwayne.
family unloaded the car.
Dwayne, did you see what Dwayne said?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Moral of the story.
Oh, Debbie's story. Watch out for Debbie's driving.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
And then I thought you were my sidekick, my protector in all this, Dwayne.
Wait, what did I say yesterday? Did you not learn? Oh, well, your computer. Okay, your computer was messed up. Yes. So the moral of the story is if everybody around you are driving crazy, it might not.
What my daughter was with me. She was the one going, "Oh my God, what's with these people, Mommy? I don't know." I said, "I don't know."
So if everybody around you smells like Whoppers, you might have to do this.
What are we looking for?
A smell of Whoppers.
Yeah.
It's
that was
amazing.
funny.
It was, and the thing is when I left the house yesterday morning, I thought to myself, "Come on, Deb, pay attention today because you never know what might happen." And I wasn't thinking negative. I went in, got my glasses scripts. I went in and got my new glasses, and I can see, which is nice. I was told by my doctor, "Don't drive without your glasses. They wouldn't pass you on a driving test." I said, "Well, gee, thank you, I guess."
Mine have hurt me so bad before that I would take them off, put them back on. One time my grandson said, "Nanny, what are you doing?" I said, "My glasses hurt my face. They're hurting my head." I said, "But I can't see to drive without them." "Well, Nanny, I think you need to leave them on." And that was when he was about 4. So. Oh, no.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Well, I used to pick him up from daycare and he was 3. And there was this certain stop sign and it should have just said yield. That's what it should have said. But it was a stop sign. And every day, I'd come up to it and I'd just kind of they call it California roll. I don't know what people out here know about driving in California, and just, I'd go on through. My grandson's talking about, "Nanny, that said stop. You did not stop." "Yes, I did." "Nanny, no, you did not." I said, "You are 3 years old and you are a backseat driver. When you get a driver's license, you tell me how to drive then."
Mm-hmm.
That momentary pause is not a stop.
Her husband found out that he needed glasses when they moved to Texas and they went to get their Texas driver's license and they said, "Sorry, you need glasses."
Well, that's how I found out they consider me legally blind is because of the driver's license whole thing. And they said I need to wear mine all the time. Then I had to have an eye exam when I started working in the cotton mill here in this area. And that was when I was 17, I think. And when they did my eye exam, they said, "You have to wear your glasses the whole time you're at work. If you get caught without your glasses on, you will get written up." And I think they had safety goggles and they had the ear things, and we would all wear them around our neck because they bothered our ears. But because they told me if something happens to your right eye, you know, you won't be able to work. And you know, technically, if something would have happened and I had not had on my glasses or whatever, they would not have been a
Right.
problem.
Right.
Well, granny glasses. You know, I have granny glasses. You just can't see my bifocals. Because, and really the left side of my glasses are a lot thicker than my right side. So I have this pair I like, and then this was the last pair, and I have to get some more. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, I guess I'll keep these on. Everything's a little bit more brighter with these on this morning. I just keep like two different pair. These are the last ones. So when one pair starts bothering me, I get another, you know, I switch them out.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you guys. Okay.
I think maybe you should have woke Casey up this morning when you were helping MawMaw.
Well, I did some things yesterday I shouldn't have done, and
that in combination,
and I didn't sleep too well.
Thing catches up.
When we get MawMaw the other bed, the queen size she's got's coming in our room, and that king size is going out. MawMaw said that bed never has been. No, we paid a lot of money for it. It's going out the door. See, he just wants to.
Aw, I have bifocals too, Dwayne. It's okay.
I've had bifocals since.
I've had bifocals for quite a few years now. I want to say 10 years. Since I was in my 40s.
40, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got bifocals last year.
See, Neville, I don't know. I forget how old yesterday you said you are, but yeah, I would walk out of the factory and almost the silence outside would bother me, and to get in the car and shut the door, it would really bother me, because go from all that noise to just silence of the car. Look, Dwayne, doing my little pinky thing at you.
We ain't old. Old is just a number.
Look, Robbie, Saving Robbie thought that I've had astigmatism for a long time, and I tried to wear Misha, I tried to wear one time contacts, and I have too much allergies to wear contacts.
I can't stand touching my eyes, so I'm not going to be wearing contacts.
So 68. So you and Sandy are about the same age, Neville. You guys are about the same age. But Robbie done, because Robbie thought I was Casey's wife when he first saw us on the Porch Church Network. And I said, baby, you don't look old. It's just that with your lighting, I kind of blend into the background. Especially when I use my robe of righteousness, is what I call that, when I go in his room. I have that across my legs today, like sure enough, elderly. But I'm serious, LizzAnn. So anyway, we're in the place to look at for a computer, and they have this chair, and you guys might have seen them. Technology. It is this darn. It ain't even a couch. It was leather, and it had bells and whistles on everything. It had the coolers, the cup coolers. If you turn it on, it keeps your cups cool.
This is a gamer's chair?
Huh?
This is a gamer's chair?
Well, it was like a double. Like the middle of it would go up or come down according to what you needed. Yeah, you could plug in your laptops and all this kind of stuff to it. Me and Casey are looking at it, and Casey just looks at the guy following us around. He said, "Oh, by the way, that is not my mom. That is not my wife. That's my mom." Just so you know. I got laughing, and he looked, and he said, "Well," I said, "Son, you do not look old." And I looked, he said, "Well, neither do you." He said, "I know she looks good for 65, don't she?"
Oh, he would, wouldn't he?
That guy said,
Yeah.
he looked funny. He said, "She really does. You really do." I said, "I am 55. And he got to laugh. He said, "She still looks good for 55. I said, "Well, thank you." You guys, he was just wanting to make a sale. He was just wanting to make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, then the one lady that works there that Casey's been dealing with since 2004, 2008, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's been a constant there where they've had management come and go. And we got talking about makeup. Oh, she saw my bag, my Ipsy bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling her about it. And I said, "Look, when I'm on the computer, my makeup looks normal from what everybody else is seeing." I said, "But oh my gosh, I get in the darn car and I look like the nice way is a person of the night." I'll put it like
might have
that.
been able to tell it.
Wait, that's my new.
Good morning to Destiny and Jeff too. Good morning to Destiny and Jeff too.
For you new people, we did a blanket prayer over everybody this morning. Just over everybody that comes in. But yeah, we got talking about makeup, and she said, "Yeah, I know." She said, "I think my makeup looks okay," and I come outside and look in my mirror in the car, and I'm like, "Ooh." And she was asking about my foundation, and I said, "I don't wear any."
Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you. Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you. Hope you're fishing like a great fisherman that you are.
Derek, I've been a terrible friend. I did not get to watch yours yesterday. I tell you what, I was busy from the time I shut off from here until I went to bed last night. But yeah, we got talking about makeup, and I told that woman, I said, "Well, I didn't start doing my dramatic eyebrows and doing eyeliner till," I said, "a few months ago." I said, "So guess what? I can be 55 and start wearing makeup the colors that I want. I don't care if it's green and purple."
Exactly.
I did have yesterday. I had on green, like fluorescent green, and then purple. Casey said, "It looks good, Mom." You know, if it didn't.
Yeah. Oh, you would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
That's funny.
Derek, how many fish have you caught? Derek, how many fish have you caught?
Boo, you did, Dwayne. You guys, this is what I'm gonna do to save, because I'm gonna end up with bad wrinkles on here with Dwayne. This is what I'm gonna start doing whenever he's being bad. I keep getting little pop-ups across my screen, you guys, from Dwayne. This is what I'm gonna do with him. I'm gonna save so I don't have to get Botox. That's what I'm gonna do, Dwayne. Oh, you guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go top up my coffee. I shall return very quickly.
He does, Misha. He said that the other day, and it took me. I used to do them very thin, And then I saw but now I'm not going Kardashian big. No. But I do color men a little bit more. And I was telling that woman, I said, well, I have to do mine. I said, because you can't see them. Look, if it was all paint, he would tell me. On point.
Mm-hmm.
On point. But she said, you mean you don't even have on facial powder? I said, no. I said, this is just me. I said, I said, I know. I glow like the vampire. I said, I have vampire skin. I said, I just look like I'm glowing like one of them people. And she said, no. She said, I just wish that my skin looked like that. And I said, well, thank you. Thank you.
You have porcelain skin, honey.
Yeah. And Neville, I saw somebody, and I forget what their name is, but they do a lot of, and before Dwayne says, gee, Darlene, that explains a lot of how many billions of people on YouTube. But in the storage units, it's a husband and wife, and I know that's not narrowing it down, Dwayne, but they kept talking about this husband and wife team in the community. So I checked them out one time, and oh my goodness, whoever had that storage unit was obsessed with Betty Boop, because there was everything, and it was all kind of purses. Some had never. Was it the Hales? Yeah. And they called that one, I think, their Betty Boop unit. Yeah.
Dwayne said his porcelain skin done got dropped.
When I used to get in the pool, I would not overdo on the I should have used a lot of sunproof stuff, but I didn't. Well, it caused my forehead to start getting damaged, where it's weird, discolored. But now it's pretty much, I've been out of the sun for so long.
Good morning to Brian. Good morning to you. Good morning to Brian. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Eva. Did you
Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eva. Good morning to you.
You
got Eva. I don't think I told Derek hello. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Dwayne. I'm almost afraid to tell you good morning, Dwayne.
Oh, I know who Brian is. Brian is from my Trucker Z, my friend Trucker Z. Oh. It took me for a minute, Brian. But Trucker Z calls me his Southern Belle. That is how he explains me on his channel. And when I was going to shut this down yesterday, I walked out and I'm like, wait, let me see. Trucker Z's on. Let me throw some love at my fellow truck driver, because, Keelan works hard and truck drivers don't get credit. So, So anyway, Brian was on, and Brian, so tell me, I should ask him, but he speaks Spanish, but is that the only language that Trucker Z speaks other than English? Because he'll be speaking to all these ladies that in there, and he speaks to them different ways. But he is a very nice young man, you guys. So Misha knows Brian. Well, dang, Misha, how did you meet Brian? I just met him through Trucker Z.
Brian said he tries to speak different languages. Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning to you. Good morning to 5-speed. Good morning to you.
Hey, 5-speed. Brian, I can't let you come on here and talk bad at my buddy. He was like, didn't know whether to say, okay. He didn't know how to say. He said, well, now she's married to a truck driver now, but I said, yes, he was my first ex-husband. He's my ex-husband. He said, okay. I didn't know if I could say that or not. I said, heck yes. I said, 6'6" of wussy. And that's how WOOSY. And he got real close and he said, 6'5" of wussy. Oh, okay. And then he just burst out laughing. He just burst out laughing. And I said, yes, there was nothing to him. Nothing at all. And I said, now he's on wife number 5. So you guys.
My goodness.
Some guys just never get it right. Because they need to change
wife, right? It's not
they need to change themselves and they're not willing. So then
exactly.
So then there was some more on Brian. There was some more on Trucker Z. He said, so-and-so is a truck driver as well. And he told him, he said, you ought to check out Norgus's channel. He said her husband's a truck driver. And Kevin, you guys, the Lord answers big, big prayers. They finally paved across the street. Finally paved in what those big trucks were causing everything to come get in our air unit. Now we can power wash the front of our house and not worry about all the dirt and dust that will come flying this way.
Good deal.
Well, and what's funny, Dwayne, I say that I honestly love Kevin's, I call him my wife-in-law. So yeah, I honestly do love her, and I recognize, she had a real bad time of growing up as I did, but I just went with a different way with mine. But yeah, I honestly can say I love the first one's wife, number 4, even though number 4 was with him when I was pregnant with my daughter. I had a lot of hate for a long time for wife number 4, even though he has not been in the picture, you guys. Hey, my daughter's 34 and he's been out of the picture for 33 years. But I did have a lot of anger for a long time. And when I saw that he married wife number 4, that's when I come to terms with it, because I was friends with his sister, and then she passed away a few months ago. It was really hard for me. But
good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Leticia.
Ciosa sells that.
Ciosa. You're hearing. No, I was wife number 2. Wayne. I've been wife number 2. I've never been wife number 1, but that's okay. I've been wife number 2 with Kevin for 33 years, which is great. Oh wow!
I'm wife number 1 and only.
So I came to the realization that she was a child. When I met him, she was like 13, 14. And she was best friends with his sister. And, hey, he really took advantage of her. But me being 20, I didn't see it that way. I was hot-headed, see it that way. And so when they got married, I sent congratulations to his sister. I said, because, she has been in love with him all of her life. I said, so if anybody is going to love him, it will be her. He did her so wrong, you guys. He went through all of her savings. She lost her home. She lost everything she had and had to move in with her son. That, oh my goodness, that upset me. And
that's terrible.
And so he ended up with wife number 5. So she's the one that let me know how my sister-in-law was doing. And, you know, she and I had a heart-to-heart, and I told her, you know, I said, you know, I want you to forgive me for being so hateful. And you know, she couldn't understand. She said, I can't understand why you're asking me to forgive you when it should be the other way around. I said, because you were a child. You were a child that was taken advantage of.
Aw. Derek said he's good. He caught 17 fish, but did not win.
What? Look,
it was fun though, but it was fun.
Yeah, Derek. Oh, I caught 17 fish, but didn't win. I would love to catch one fish right now.
Wow.
But I'm glad you had fun. You needed to get away.
Yeah, you needed the rest.
Wait, somebody.
How many fish did the winner catch? Just curious. Come on, Derek, tell us how much the winner caught. If you caught 17, my goodness, that's a lot of fish.
Is it the quantity or the size or the weight or what?
Yeah, I want to know how come. Because you're good.
All right, Ciosa, I'm going to, you know, it's like this. I said it yesterday. Sometimes, Ciosa, I heard pastors say things, and I'm like, ooh, you know. Oh, you know, all right. It's so funny when my son read over it where Paul called somebody you whitewashed wall. And in my head, I heard the commercial where the 2 women are fighting and one called you lint liquor. And you know, there is the Orbit chewing gum commercial, clean it up. And when, you know, I said, well, son, whenever you get mad at somebody really, really mad, look at them and say, oh, you whitewashed wall. Say it like that. And they're going to stand back and be like, did they just say something ugly to me? What are they saying?
Somebody would take it wrong.
But no, he was mad when he said it. And I'm like, how did I never hear this in the Bible where Paul got mad, called somebody, oh, you whitewashed wall. So, look, you guys.
I'd rather call him a lint lizard.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were calling each other names, but it was cleaned up for the commercial, and it was so funny. No, it comes to a halt because we all stop. We're waiting on Derek to tell us who won and who got the most fish, and we get to read in the chat. You are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Brian, I can't speak that.
Yeah.
Meluge toi. Meluge toi.
No, it's te.
It's what?
It looks like he's speaking Indian because that does not look like the other ones. Am I correct, Brian?
All right. Brian said, oh, everything comes to a screeching halt at your desk. All right. Let me see what Brian speaks.
I like that he speaks Lakota Sioux. That is amazing. I think we ought to have English and Native American classes.
What?
Okay.
I think they should have Native American speaking classes so that you don't lose that ancestral Indian languages. After all, it was the Indian languages that helped us when we went to World War II and I think it was World War II,
Yep.
where they did the speaking.
The Navajo code talkers.
Yep,
Yes,
code
that
talk.
it's Bohemian, and it means
Well, okay,
I love
so I
you.
don't know Bohemian, but I know a little bit about Indian, and that sounded a little Indian. Okay, fine. What's it
Spanish
mean?
and Bohemian and a little bit of Lakota.
Wow.
Aw,
And
that's
There's our Destiny. I love you,
I
Destiny.
was trying to get in to let you know he's speaking
Hey.
Bohemian.
You knew? You're so smart.
Well, I'm not only Irish, but I'm also Bohemian Gypsy. I have Scandinavian, which is Viking, and Scottish, and some English. So I just happen.
Brian, is it pronounced Malujite?
how do you say
Or
it?
is it Malujite?
I don't know how to say it. I just can read it a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, Dwayne said he speaks English and sarcasm.
Yeah.
We had to teach
We
my
know
grandson-
that, Dwayne.
We had to teach I did on a crash course on what sarcasm was. We were all loaded into my expedition going to a Thanksgiving one time. And
Thank you, Brian, for
my
the
grandson would always look at me or look at Casey or look at his mom and say, and he would wait to see if we were being for real or not. So one time Casey said something and he said something back, and he was about 7. And Casey got on to him. I said, Casey, you can't. I said, you can't say something sarcastic and him not say something back. And, he said, Nanny, what is sarcastic? I said, okay, sarcastic is being, how did I put it for him to I said, being sassy mouth. I said, being sassy at somebody. I said, you mean one thing and you're kind of saying it this way. He said, okay. And I understand sarcasm. Is that right, Nanny? I said, yes. So he grew up with all adults, and he would always have this look like, are you for real? So that's the look he had when I told him Nanny had, all right, before I had my neck surgery, I said, they were staying here. I said, Toot, Nanny's going to come home with a zipper. What? I said, yeah, I'm going to have a zipper. I said, they're going to unzip my neck. Nanny. So when I come back, he just couldn't wait to see.
Liz, are you getting pulled over?
Sorry, got excited.
Huh?
It was a fire truck.
Are you getting pulled over,
Sorry, there was
Liz?
a fire truck going by. I should have put my thing on mute.
But when I come
Brian?
My husband's here. My husband's
Hey,
here.
Hi, husband.
Hey, hubby.
He's like,
Good morning to hubby and 4-speed 2. Good morning to hubby and 4-speed 2.
Did you remember Craig? Lamb truck picker's in here.
I sang to Craig long ago.
He says thank you.
Oh, okay.
So
Ryan,
when I come
I'm
home
going to ask you. Can you say
Craig was on the first line.
I hope you get back in.
Kechihila?
But
Where's
I
the
come
emphasis
home from the
put?
hospital, you guys, and my neck was like bandaged. And my grandson was disappointed. He's like, well, Nanny, where's the zipper? I said, well, it's there. They'll take the thing off. When they took off the bandage and took out the drain tube and everything, and I come back home, and I said, okay, here's my zipper. And I mean, really about 12 staples all the way to the front. He was like, oh, Nanny, I want to see that. Oh, and you guys, Casey come at me with the magnet. He couldn't wait for me to get home. He wanted to see if a magnet was going to stick to my neck. He couldn't wait for me to be so stiff-necked to watch me eat soup to where my neck would have to do this.
Uh-huh.
He was a little bit he was a little bit disappointed that my neck moved all over the place.
Good morning to Sanja. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sanja. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sonia. So yes, you guys. Then I got to tell my son I had zombie bones, and bless him. So
I got zombie bone too in my foot.
Zombie bones and metal plates, and you guys, we've been zippered up. We've been stapled and sutured and zippered.
Ryan even asked my doctor if he could put a zipper for my my spinal cord stimulator for the battery, because I've had to have surgery twice just to replace the battery. And he's like, why can't you just put a zipper so when it's time to change the battery, you just pop one out and pop the next one in? And the doctor said, if we could find out a way to make that sterile, that would be ideal.
I mean, Traci don't hide the fact that she's got a battery. Who else can say that?
That's right. I have to be open about that, because I always fear my grandkids are going to be like, do you know what my Nana was doing last night? She was charging her butt.
I think it's cool. I mean, who else could say that?
Yeah.
Look, the only way my grandson was so used to eating out, because, the young mom working and trying to come home, you guys, okay, and doing all that. So my grandson, he didn't want to eat anything. Oh, so Brian, you understand. There's nothing they can do for my lower back. They said, nope. I had five. I had C2 through C6 taken out of my neck. So I'm going to save the hardware, you guys. I mean, when I go, they're going to save the hardware. I mean, I paid for that. That was 80-something thousand.
Titanium. It's worth money.
I'll be right back.
That stuff's titanium. It's got to be worth something.
He's gonna put it under he's gonna save it. He's gonna put it under like the glass dome, and that's his mama's neck. I mean, why not? Why not be able to save something like that, you guys?
Holy moly. Sonia said it's really windy at the moment. They're expecting 120-kilometer winds to come through and about 30 milliliters of rain.
That's a hood.
All right, Dwayne, you're the conversion.
Google the conversions for us, Dwayne. Good morning to Laura Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning to Laura Beth. Good morning to you.
Dwayne's so funny. You're so funny,
72
Dwayne.
miles an hour. That's pretty strong wind still. That's a lot. That's pretty strong wind.
You guys, there was a time that we had Kevin built this rabbit pen. He was going to breed rabbits to feed the snakes. And so anyway, I'm sorry, but I'm glad both of them were either both female or both male. We don't know, but they did not reproduce, and I'm glad. But he built the rabbit pen, and my father-in-law said, if the wind comes up, that's going to fall, that's going to knock over. If the wind comes up, and I'm like, I said, Woodson, that would take a lot to blow that over. I was very, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? We had a hurricane come through, and we're in Alabama, and it come through from the Gulf. We had trees uproot, and I'm like, okay, God, I'll stop being smart about it. because I mean,
Yeah.
it's withstood, but still. Dwayne, I just keep looking down. You guys.
I just lost my chat in StreamYard.
Mine blinked off for a second and then came back.
Yeah,
what, StreamYard?
Yeah, I lost the chat on my StreamYard. It's telling me I have to log in.
Brian, you're young to have went through all of that, but you know, I know this.
You were talking about all your plates and stuff. You want to see some of mine that they've had to remove and replace?
Yeah. Heck yeah, we do.
Oh, Lord.
Wait. Oh, that's cool.
Wait,
where's that one from?
In my
like a charm bracelet.
What is that?
This is a plate. Oops. It's a plate that was inside my foot. Because they had to replace it. And then here are the screws.
I was shocked when I got the screws that came out of the side of my foot, how long they were. I was like, holy camole.
This is the one that was in my foot when I broke my foot in half. And they had to put a new one in.
Oh my goodness.
When I tripped, lightly stubbed my toe on the support beam. But yeah, I have all the screws and plates that they've had to replace in my foot, in my right foot. I have more in my left foot. They had to add new ones to my right foot. I have some in my left foot, and I have a huge plate and screws in my arm here. As you can see, the nasty scar.
Yeah, you can see the scar. I wouldn't say nasty scar, but I can see the scar.
Yeah, it's nasty. I mean, it's been a lot worse, but to me, it's nasty. So yeah, I have a gallbladder clip too. And out of all the metal that I have in my body, my gallbladder clip is the only thing that's ever set off the x-ray machine at the airport.
Really?
Yep. And the lady that had to take the wand over me, because when I walked through the machine, I set the machine off and I'm like, wait, I have no metal. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if it's my arm or my feet. Never in a million years would I have thought that it was my gallbladder clip.
That's crazy.
Yep. So she's taking the wand and it starts beeping there and she starts pushing. She's like, oh, you have your gallbladder out, don't you? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's the clip. Go ahead. I was like,
whatever. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know those things could set it off. I said, out of all the metal in my body, that's what set it off, really. And she's like, yep. I'm like, okay.
My battery sets them off, but most of the big airports know with the ones that have the whole full body scan that you scan, they know what they are, what that battery is. They've seen enough of them, so they just, okay, that's good.
You have to carry a card with you so you don't go through that machine, because I've heard of people who have the battery in their booty and they cannot go through those machines because it will drain them that and stop working.
I just have a card that says I have the battery so that it proves it to, and it has it in all different languages to prove it to whatever.
Like if you go overseas or something.
Oh my goodness. Read what Dwayne wrote. Do you have your chat back?
No, I don't have my chat back, but I do have chat up over here.
Okay, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay, Dwayne. You've been trying to go in the corner.
I'm just like, wow. See, I'm so glad we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm wondering, so when my spleen exploded, I'm wondering if they had to put clamps in. I guess I never really thought about it. If they put clamps in, or if I know they had to cauterize it Tell me I'm saying that right, where they burn it. Okay, and I wonder if they put clips too, because it's just big empty hole with everything.
Well, yeah, it seems like they'd have to clip off or somehow tie
I
off
think so.
the vessels that would normally feed and drain from the spleen.
Yeah, because it's a main artery, and then it's the veins that they had to work on, and they couldn't get it to stop. So I'm wondering, I never really thought to ask. I should ask, because that would be interesting to know. And I'm wondering if that's why I haven't been cleared to travel, just so that it will be long enough to heal and not rupture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that would be bad.
That would not be good.
I already had one close call. I don't need any more.
No. No. That scared the heck out of a lot of us.
Yeah, it scared my kids. My son didn't handle it very well. My daughter, she handled it a lot better than my son did. My son, like, literally lost his mind.
I can't imagine. I mean, because they're young, and it was very real possibility that you could have died.
Yeah, it was minutes, literally minutes.
Yeah, for them to have that realization at their age has got to be really scary.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, I sit here every once in a while. It's like, well, what if, as your title says, what if I wouldn't have made it? What if I would have been somewhere else? What if I ignored it like I did all the other times? What would have happened? I mean, I would never want to put my family through that. And we just had on our scanner page where an elderly gentleman came home, found his wife unconscious on the floor, and she was breathing. He called 911, and during that call, she stopped breathing, and they couldn't bring her back. I mean, if I would have said, just take me home so I can go to bed, I would not have made it out of town. Mm-hmm. I would have died in our truck. And I don't know what kind of trauma that would have caused for Tommy and the kids.
Yeah.
I don't, and then I'm like, do I really want to stay around and haunt a truck? Really? Could it have been at least a Mustang?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Destiny, look what Denise said, the way they had to do her gallbladder. They didn't do the laparoscopic on her.
See, they couldn't get my gallbladder out. They actually had to cut around my belly button. Like, I have a scar around my belly button because they couldn't get my gallbladder out because it was so big, and they couldn't break it up the way that they normally could. So I can relate with that. I had to put
I have mesh from my gastric bypass incision. I ended up with some hernias along that incision that apparently I did too much too soon and caused that to herniate. And so when the doctor repaired those hernias, they just put a mesh all the way down that incision. But that's just crazy.
Denise, I can definitely relate to having a very long, nasty scar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can relate big time to that. You guys, the ladies on the panel, I believe, have seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure whole YouTube, if you go back the day after.
No, you really didn't show it.
No, you were good.
You didn't show it on, but see, I saw it with all the staples in it, and it was pretty gnarly.
They so I can so relate, and it plays havoc on your mental health.
Yeah, it sure does.
Well, Destiny, is about the same time frame with yours and my shoulder surgery, and they didn't explain to you about the pain, the healing kind of from the inside out. And I still have, I told you, times that my shoulder will hurt, like the incision, and mine dips in. It's weird. It dips in, and you know, it is something else sometimes. Brian, I'm gonna tell you, Trucker Z's gonna be, when you tell him, hey, I hung out with the Norgus and all her
girls at Norgus's channel.
He's gonna be like, Brian's being very gentlemanly, you guys. He's being very nice and gentlemanly, which I am getting my phone blown up by some of the craziest things from Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne. I'm going to try to turn my chair around and see if that makes a difference. Good morning, Sun and Moon Cricket. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sun and Moon Cricket. Good morning to you.
Brian's asking me if I've ever been to a Bohemian wedding. No, I have not. That part of my bloodline, I have not done a whole lot of research on. I used, like when I was younger, I went through the stage of dressing like a gypsy before I knew I had gypsy blood in me. And so I haven't really done a whole lot of research. I have seen the Bohemian language. I know a little bit. I can't say the language, but I can I can see the words and be like, oh, that, okay, yeah. But I don't know much about that part of my history or part of my bloodline yet. So.
Wow, Sonia. That is being touched by God. She had cervical cancer when she was 25. They removed it all, but she ended up with what she's calling over there golden staff. But God is good. I've had 3 kids since then. And, you know, that's amazing because, you know, that means it's meant to be.
God meant for you to have children. That's right. Absolutely.
You know, they told me all the different things that could happen. And that's something me and Destiny talked about. They could not prepare her because emergency surgery of that kind is a trauma. Trauma means you go into a trauma unit. All they're interested in, open you up, getting the bleeding to stop, and getting blood back in you. But I knew what to expect with my neck. I even researched it. You know, this is Chaz. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Chaz. Good morning to you. Good morning. This is Chaz. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you know, and they don't tell you that you will have pain, like intense, drop you to your knees type pain. When they're like, all they told me and was that within 6 months to a year, I'll be able to travel again. And then I'm good. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they didn't sit down and explain that, oh, you're going to have pains. I still have phantom pains from where my spleen was. And like someday or someone wake up.
Yeah, good morning to Sparkles. That's all I'm going to say. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sparkles. Good morning to you. I love your name, but that's just...
We'll call them unicorns.
Sparkles.
Unicorn rainbows.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, there's some mornings I wake up.
I think that's Dwayne.
You think so?
It only has 1 subscriber. You just wanted to hear me sing again. Sparkly sparkles.
I saw up here, Denise said, I didn't like the way I looked at all for a long time. I was one that was okay with my body big or small, but that scar was hard to accept. It is very hard to accept.
Mm-hmm.
It is very hard to accept.
I agree. I think scars are more difficult than just plain body image issues.
Mm-hmm. I already have body. Yes, I already have issues. I don't like looking in the mirror. And then to have the scar like right there in front as well, it's over a foot long, you know, and it's Tommy keeps telling me
for coming in one last chance. We appreciate you.
Tommy keeps telling me that I need to get a zipper tattoo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even, I don't, it's like it hurts still. And so, yeah.
Scars are mile markers, Dwayne said. That's kind of true, but I don't know. I think for guys, it's a little bit different than it is for girls, because it's just really like a attack on our body. I mean, a tattoo is something we chose to do, and typically a scar is not something we would have chosen for ourselves.
Yeah, especially mine. I would have never chosen that. Yeah. They could have at least gotten it straight. It's not even straight. But my mom keeps telling me that every time I look at it, I have to remember it is the scar that saved my life.
Yeah, it did. It did. Good morning to Gina. Good morning to you. Good morning to Gina. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. I never minded a scar. It just marks the map on the journey of life. Yeah, well, can this be
I have those. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. I have areas on all of my scars, though, that are numb, and I think that would be really awkward to tattoo some of those areas, because there's still, like, there's areas on the tattoo, on the scar, that are completely numb, you know, so it feels weird when anyone touches it. Like, I don't like to touch some of my scars because they just feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if I could handle a tattoo on those spots.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to have a tattoo on my from here down, you know, on my stomach. I don't know if I could. With the way that they didn't explain how things go, I actually had to do research. Sometimes your scars, depending on how they had to do the surgery, the nerve endings don't always reconnect. And the pain that you feel is what they call misfiring, because they can't grow together or go back together. And so that's the pain that at this time I'm feeling. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever be to the point where I'm able to let them. I don't even know if I can have another tattoo. That's another thing that I have no idea, you know, because of my spleen being gone. I don't even know if
if that's something that you're going to be allowed to do.
Yeah, I have no idea. Tommy says I should be able to, but I don't know.
You'd have to make sure, which I'm sure you do, that it is a reputable place and that it's clean and that they're opening all of the needles and stuff right in front of you so that you know that they're clean. Yeah, Darlene is fine. I think she went to check on MawMaw, Kevin.
Yep. I think that's what she did. Or I think she was on the phone. I think she got a call and maybe it was for MawMaw.
I can hear her talking.
I'm trying to read what I'm this. Okay, so StreamYard chat came back, but it is all goofy. Did yours come back goofy?
I ended up pulling out the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
There she is, Keevan. Keevan is worried about you. Tell your husband you're okay.
I'm okay. Your mama is just having a hard time, Keevan. She's just having a hard time.
He said when he came on, he was like, "Is Darlene okay?" And I was like, "I think she just went to check on MawMaw."
I did. Keevan, I went in there, checked on her, and kind of had to reposition some pillows and such as that. Okay, Casey said no Bible study. We'll pick back up Monday. That's good because today's Thursday, and you guys, I got to get this kitchen table cleaned off for the computer. And
did you see that? He's got a man checking on a hospital bed this morning.
Good.
And I think that will help your wife and your mom greatly.
Brian, that Keevan Crawley above you, that's my husband. That's my better half. Good, Keevan. Bless her heart. I just went in there and checked on her, and look, she don't want her coffee.
That's not good.
No, she's nauseated and don't want her coffee. She's hurting so bad. So you guys, we pray for
I will be praying. I will be praying.
Yeah, each and every one of you as you come in. Bailey, out of there. Don't make me put you in timeout.
Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Darlene, the other Darlene was just trying to say, as anybody comes in, we're just asking for some prayers for MawMaw today. She's just having a lot of pain and just really having a rough time today. And she needs all the prayers and love she can get.
We're gonna there.
What was that?
LizzAnn.
Yay, LizzAnn!
LizzAnn looked like a jack in the box.
And you like popped up and right back off so fast that
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell who it was, and I was like, "Who is that?"
I didn't do that. It just did that. I don't know.
Oh, too funny.
Dwayne, I was thinking that a while ago that she's gonna have to hang out with you in the corner.
Who?
Bailey.
Oh.
Darlene, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, she's on whichever Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. It's like they do not want to prescribe anything, or they don't. Well, they'll prescribe it, but they don't want to pay. The insurance don't want to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always that.
You have insurance to cover this kind of stuff, but they decide if it's okay or not for them to just, to provide it. And 9 times out of 10, you have to jump through hoops, and by the time it's all cleared, you don't need it anymore.
Well, all right. The thing of it is, veterans, if they're at home, they supply all their needs. They get the bed, they get the commode. That's where the bedside commode, come from. My mom gave it to me because it was my dad's and he passed away. I forget who got the bed. We didn't need the bed then. So when the veterans get something like that, they don't come and take it back. It's theirs. So, somewhere out there around our area, there's got to be somebody wondering what in the world to do. What in the world to do with their bed or equipment. And so you just have to kind of, I know the Goodwill we're close to where we live. And then there's another thrift store close to where we live. And they have them. And it doesn't have to be, the mattress can be a pillow top twin mattress. It doesn't mean you have to sleep on those uncomfortable hospital type mattresses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the hand lift can just be pivot back to the wall afterwards.
Right.
You guys understand what I'm talking about?
Thank you, Neville.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Thank you, Darlene.
I'm talking on the phone to my sister-in-law this morning.
Denise. Thank you, Denise.
Oh. Yeah, see. So this is how I'm explaining it to my sister. I had the phone in one hand. I said, it will do this. And I said, it'll be there. Then it turns, but it will pivot, And I said, doggone it. I'm showing you with my hand. And she laughed because I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all do.
I think so too.
We are, and today was what if. So what we're going to do, we will just speak out on faith that we're going to find one. We're going to find one, and we will get things
Put
done.
out an ad on if you have a local Facebook marketplace in search of.
With mine being the way it is, I had to take with me doing this, I had to take all my personal information out.
Right.
So marketplace.
Does MawMaw have Facebook?
Yeah,
but Facebook.
She can't get to it right now. So what I'll do is Keithan he'll pull up marketplace and look.
Yeah.
I can pull it up.
Yeah.
I can pull it up and just put in what I need and see if anybody's got one.
Yeah.
There we go.
So you guys say some prayers, and I am going to explain the topic today of the what if, because you guys know to do this.
For an hour and a half in, and you're just now getting around to describing the topic or defining the topic.
That Brian, I mean, that's how we have to talk about it. It's like look.
I love it, Brian.
If somebody's looking at me, they understand because I do the hand gestures. The hand gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behave.
Who has to behave?
The what if is the opposite of faith. The opposite of faith. So you walk out. My topic and my hashtag was stepping out on faith. Faith, what's the definition, you guys? Faith is believing in the things that you cannot see. Is that that correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. And God's already done it for me time and time again. I see it over and over. Brian, look.
You're going to get put in the corner, Brian.
Truckers Z knows where you live, probably.
Oh, my goodness, Brian. Oh.
If I did not already know who you were. I would swear you were Dwayne. Aggravate me.
That is too funny.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's right, Sun and Moon. We know.
wait, let me give you the look.
Perfect. Just perfect.
I'm
How are you doing, Miss Destiny?
I'm resting my face today. I'm not going to create new wrinkles. I am not going to have new wrinkles because of you, Brian. And I thought Dwayne was just the I know, Dwayne. Brian is going to go in the corner. Yeah. All right, Darlene. Let me check my breaker fluid.
Oh, Destiny just can't control herself.
All right, my blinker fluid. Little over half full. What do you guys think?
Oh boy, how are you doing, Destiny?
I'm good.
You're glad you came on air, right?
Please tell you.
Now you can't stop giggling.
No, yesterday I don't know what happened with me. It was like somebody just I don't know, put some kind of gas or something in this room, and it was like my mind was saying stop and my mouth was saying no. And so
that's why Bailey needs to be in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Dwayne. He is the wrinkle maker.
Mm-hmm.
He does cause you to make that face. That face.
Okay, so guys, yeah, you and Casey both, and now Brian's in the. Yes, Dwayne. Destiny, you were on yesterday with the whole Whopper thing, wasn't you?
No, I was not on yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Not
I
much.
was on yesterday with the whole Whopper thing.
Yeah, I think I was on. I jumped in to say hi, show love, click the thumbs up, and then my computer went.
Yeah.
It went. Tommy didn't stop working on it until like 8 o'clock last night or something.
Well,
I did a woozy on my computer.
well, Fred, Kevin is going to use Fred. He'll have Fred after my computer gets here. We'll have to. We call this computer Fred. That's the name that Dwayne gave it.
You bought a computer?
We're renting to own a computer, and that's where the what if came in, because yes, I need one. I cannot go another day with trying to do my earbuds to the phone and do what God wants, and a full panel of 6 people, and this will help. I didn't get a laptop. Kevin asked why. Laptops cost more.
Not always.
Laptops cost a whole lot more than the desktop.
So then where are you going to put your desktop? On your kitchen table?
Yes.
And then what about a camera?
Casey said I can use his camera, and he'll just until he, I can get me one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he'll let me use his. I said, what about the microphone? That is built in. You don't need a mic. I said, but your microphone is so good. Mama. I said, but
Do you know how much trouble it might be to get to wherever the microphone's plugged in on his computer? It's like in the back, and reach around and get on the floor and I don't know how to reach it.
Oh, Brian, you better act right now. You better act right. Or I'll get a phone call from my husband that'll say, hey, you need to kick Brian out. Liz is laughing, but I'm being serious, Brian.
No, I'm laughing at the chat. I'm laughing at the chat. I'm sorry.
You know what, Cricket? Cricket, that's what we have to do. We have to lift each other up and make sure.
Right. That's what I'm laughing about was Cricket's comment. Oh goodness.
Oh, Sonia. Now I see what Sonia said. Well, I'm glad you feel better. That is the whole point. That is what I do. Now, yesterday, I don't know how the squirrel, the three-legged hamster got to running wild yesterday. Destiny, it got bad. It got real bad. And
yesterday was something else. Yeah. We had some good laughs yesterday, too.
Yes, we did.
I don't even know how it got there. I just don't know.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I'm still wondering. I don't even remember how I got the darn Walmart thing come up. But that's kind of interesting. And they're still not fixed.
No, we were talking about anxiety going into Walmart, and then you were talking about somebody setting the toilet paper on fire in Walmart and
found out. Oh, I remember that part.
I found out why they did it. Because they set the fire that way and they tried to run out with some groceries. Why do they think that they don't have cameras?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Or if there is a fire, automatically security is looking for who done it.
Exactly.
It's like this. In our area, you do not have to go hungry. In our area, you do not have to go hungry. There is no excuse to steal food in our area because we have places that you can go to and you tell them you're hungry. Even if you are standing in Burger King and you tell somebody I'm hungry, they will. Yeah. All right, I'm going to say McDonald's. I'm going to get away from Burger King. So anyway, if you're at McDonald's and you're hungry, somebody will buy you a burger and a drink. I guarantee you.
That's true.
Good morning, April. Good morning to you. Good morning to April. Good morning to you.
Mr. Pickles is over here making noises. I don't know if you can hear him. He's actually on a timeout because he's trying to attack Tommy. Invite Tommy. But he's over here like.
No, I'm not.
Pecking the cage because he hears you singing.
Does he need to be sung too?
Do you need to be sung too, Mr. Pickles? Do you need to be sung too?
Fred's can just act right.
I think so.
Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Pickles. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Bougie Bear. Good morning, Mr. Pickles.
Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Casey.
Love you, Casey.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I was looking in chat for him because I thought he was still gone.
I did that too. I was like, what? I missed something here?
Well, and then April came in just a couple of seconds ago, so it would make sense, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, his allergies. Awful.
Uh-oh.
Poor thing.
Much love, Casey.
Yes, Casey, we love you. We love you, sweetie.
I look like I ate shellfish.
Oh no. I love you.
Oh, rosy cheeks. Look at that. Puffy rosy cheeks.
I can't even. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Why would you hide in a store until it closed to steal jewelry?
Come here and look what Dwayne's been doing to me.
Oh my goodness.
You need to hide away from your
Come here and look. This is what he's been doing to me this morning.
Has he been taunting you?
Yes. This is why I said to preserve this frown line here. This is what I'm going to do to him. Look, to give the big eyes.
Oh God,
You guys hear Casey?
No, I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "Oh God, that's frightening." No, what do I look like? I can't see what I look like. Oh. Come here and do it. Do I look like this when I do it? Or does Casey look scarier than me? Are you ready?
Oh no, that's how you look.
That's how you look. You know how I look?
Oh, my stomach. Oh.
Where's Shawana? Her tongue sticking out, LizzAnn. Don't squeeze so hard, LizzAnn. Don't squeeze so hard.
I'm not. She is fine.
Be like one of them squeeze toys where the eyes and the tongue.
What is the problem?
I honestly thought you knew that's what you look like, and you're doing it. I love it though.
I have been working off the Wi-Fi. What? What? What?
What?
Casey, she had. Hello.
Roy.
Oh,
yeah, if I get one of those calls, that's clearly a spam call. I'll answer it. KBGT, you're on the air.
That's good. I should start doing that.
And it works. How can I help you? You're on the air. It has worked. Like, click.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that.
Or like they say on Facebook, hand it to your 3-year-old grandbaby and
yeah, or maybe they'd start
Santa Claus.
That was actually a good call.
Oh, good.
It was a good call.
Yeah.
What? Oh. I didn't know I still had my volume off. I see a lot of laughing and flashing. Laughing, not laughing and
fanning.
Fanning, yeah.
LizzAnn, what did you say?
I said when I get one of those spam calls, or I think it's one of those spam calls, I don't recognize the number, I will answer it. KBGT, you're on the air. How can I help you? Or what's on your mind?
Casey said, Chambers County Morgue, you kill them, we chill them.
That would be good too.
Oh my goodness.
Misha caught that, Misha. I was hoping that one really snuck by because I didn't mean to say that one.
Thank you for calling Lanier Memorial Hospital. You staff them and we slap them.
What was that?
Tell me where they can hear it. Lanier Memorial Hospital. You stab them, we slab them.
There you go.
Ouch.
Oh, he's got one for every occasion.
This morning, his hamster's running real straight line.
I gotta get something cold to drink to try to cool the hot flash off.
Casey said his hamster has 3 eyes.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Yeah, let me catch my breath here. Chi-Chi's sleeping through it all. Chica's sleeping through it all. She's like, I don't know what y'all's problem is. I'm cool. Laid back. I'm cool. Darlene, you're on mute.
She knows.
You know. Oh, come on now, Dwayne. That's enough. Let's see.
So the people that says they have to have it delivered by their people, so they know where it's at and They just called and said, no, we're behind. So the district manager said that y'all could just come and get it. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Prospect Pickle Factory.
Yeah. We got to come up with something clever. Otherwise, they drive us nuts with those calls.
I think, I don't even know how many. I want to say at least 10 in an hour the other day.
Oh, my.
And he's like, you hit the button. They tell you if you want to be opt out, just hit the 9 or whatever. And he was doing that. And they kept calling back. Like they got even more aggressive.
Tracy, how many of those calls did you get back to back to back yesterday?
Oh my gosh. I get like ridiculous amount, like 10.
Yesterday it was bad. It was like one right after another after another.
I get so frustrated because it's like, really?
Tuesday. It was real bad on Tuesday for Tommy.
Yeah.
Do you see though, Denise? I mean, God just works the way he does. And you guys, I didn't realize I've been working on Wi-Fi. What the who? I mean,
no wonder.
Huh?
No wonder.
No, usually
FBI Surveillance Band 3, he is on the move.
Oh.
No, they still don't remove your number. But no, usually I go right into the router, but because Wi-Fi wouldn't work, and today God has been blessing me. See, I'm telling you guys, that's why the what ifs. I should never what if.
You should never question God's plan.
But we find ourselves doing that.
We do. It's like I said, you put one foot down and you say, but what if?
Yeah.
But what if? And you just got to have faith and put that other foot down.
Yeah. And the what if you should say is, what if I just let God take care of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. You're right, Misha. It is a pain.
Oh, they say, good afternoon, sitting more. How can I help you? Look, Sonia has bad weather heading her way, which is 70 miles an hour winds. So
No, no, no.
Oh, so you do it too, Sonia. No wonder you fit in with us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder you fit in with us.
Yeah.
You know, when the live streams end, you guys, and then YouTube picks it up. Am I buffering to you guys?
No. You're good.
It amazes me sometimes that I'm like, oh my goodness, are you serious? We had that many people on, and you know, so there's a need out there. There's a lot of people that can't work for whatever reason. There's people out there that can, you know, have what is it the term for somebody that can't leave their house?
That agoraphobia?
Yeah. So, you know, if they find us, I hope that they, you know, can fit right in. We've got to sing too.
I have that for a little
Good
while.
afternoon, Krabby Girl UC. Good morning to you. Good morning, Krabby Girl UC. Good morning to you.
Welcome, Krabby Girl UC. We're glad you came.
I'm glad you came too.
It's agoraphobia.
You're welcome, welcome. Anytime you would like.
My mom has that.
Say what?
You know, society is helping more like that because you. I'm froze.
Oh, you're jumping around. Joop, joop, joop.
You don't look froze to me.
Nope, not to me either. Except for right now because you're looking at the chat, but
yeah,
but you weren't frozen really. Oh, Krabby Girl. Yeah, well, Traci sings every morning to.
I try to sing to everybody that comes in just to give you a little warm welcome from all. It's from all of us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
From all of us. It's a warm welcome from all of us.
Yeah, and we love you.
Dwayne can't work because of our live. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry,
you know,
we keep
you
you
got
busy
to
every
deal,
morning.
Dwayne. You just got to deal. Whoa, we lost our buddy.
Does anyone else wait to say hi until Traci is done singing? Aww.
Yes.
That's cute, Misha. It helps me out because it's hard when I have to stack up too many names. It gets a little bit difficult for this old girl with that tongue tied.
Oh, that's funny. That's good though. Ooh.
That is good. You at least wait till the close to the very end because then I'll just start the next song right after. But when they come too close before I start singing, then I got to stack them up a little bit because otherwise it would just go on the whole time.
Well, we'd love to hear you sing. We'd
Thank
love to hear you sing.
Yes.
I love, Destiny, there was a raid again yesterday.
Was there?
There was another raid yesterday.
We had a dragon raid yesterday.
A dragon raid. So, you know, Traci had to sing those names.
Yeah.
Oh.
Traci definitely needs something to drink after that.
Yeah, I
They come fast and furious too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Misha, you're so sweet.
AJC, Magic TV, we all play that what if game.
Yeah, we sure do.
Our human side showing.
That is the human side that makes you sometimes question your own faith and say, do I have enough faith in God to trust him and take the step into the dark?
Instead of taking it back and giving it back and taking it back and giving it back. And oh boy.
I will be right back. I got to get coffee.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
the
it's
song makes my morning
definitely.
too.
And you know, if it was just like us doing this like this, if it was just us doing, say us for talking like this, you know, would I go and invest in another computer? No, because it would do the purpose. But that's not what you know God laid on my heart that He's about. You know, He's going to do.
Now, Dwayne, you cannot blame Tracy singing for driving you nuts. You were already there.
It does. My grandkids do get. They're like, Nana, please stop.
That's how grandkids are too sometimes, though, especially little boys.
God has used each of us in different ways and brought us together, you guys, for different reasons.
Yep.
And you know, if it's LizzAnn giggling and Traci singing and me sticking my foot in my mouth about every other conversation.
I do that too, Darlene. I do that too. My foot is always hanging out of my mouth.
Destinie's like I said, Destinie's the younger version of me. She does it. She and I both kind of. We were like, what? Things go over our head very many times.
Well,
but you know, that's the there is a purpose, and so you know, I've been functioning with half a table anyway, you guys, because I brought everything out here.
This is your desk.
Yep.
So
women have their kitchen table as their desk.
Because I mean, yeah, I guess they do.
I have my laptop and my tablet of paper set up at this end of the table. It's where Jimmy used to sit. And if we have more than Wright and I here for dinner, I do move it and put it back where it used to stay. But now, since it's just Wright and I for dinner, there's plenty of room. We got a big table. Our table seats 4, 6, so we got plenty of room.
LizzAnn, Crabby girl wants to know who's your baby.
Oh, this is my baby Chica. She's 9 years old. And she's a sweetie. She's not a barker. She's not a nervous chihuahua. She's just a real calm girl.
She's just a hugger.
Yeah, she just loves she loves attention. She's spoiled. I'll just admit it. She's spoiled.
And Crabby girl, I am so glad that you came in today. That's the whole point. I never know, and we don't know who will be sent our way, and we always want to make everybody feel welcome.
Absolutely.
Because what's the point of, they'll be working hangouts, okay? People that have to, it's part of their jobs, and they're listening and they're hanging out. But what's the point of having like the chat part if you're not incorporating? You know, that's the thing of it is we're here for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Traci could reach out on FaceTime. Me and Liz can, which we have.
Yeah, we have. Right, we have.
Yeah.
So the purpose of this isn't for us here right now. This is for us so we can spread that God loves you guys.
Yeah.
And that, we're silly. But you know what? We can be silly. We can be serious. And yesterday when I walked out and, then they hit me about, and I told Casey, well, what if this and this? And I said, I think that's what I want to do the topic tomorrow. What if?
Yeah.
But you know what? They wouldn't have been able to brought that computer until tomorrow because they were backed up.
Mm-hmm.
And, to get the call and say, look, my manager said y'all have been customers for so long, which Casey has. everything's in his name on it. He says that he'll let y'all. I don't say y'all. I'm just saying what he did. LizzAnn, I don't like that word. I'm just saying what.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what your hang up is.
I don't know. I don't like that word. That word, y'all. I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect.
No, you're not. I mean, yeah, it sounds weird to me coming out of my mouth. So y'all can come and get it. The reason being that they always have to deliver stuff.
Right.
Number one, it's going to where the address is. Number two, that it's not damaged.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
And the other
and they know where to find it if they have to come
pick it up. You know, if they have to come pick it up for any reason, then they have to know that it was there at the right place.
Oh, Denise, and you guys are so sweet. All of you guys, and Dwayne too.
Y'all are so sweet.
And you guys, look, I'm gonna just have to work these brow lines because when Casey put that Betty Boop in front of his face,
the only thing is you don't have quite that creepy smile that Casey was doing underneath it. But otherwise, yeah, it did look the same.
Yeah. That's funny. See,
Misha says y'all in Texas. Well, yeah. I thought it sounded funny when I first moved down to Savannah, but we only lived in Savannah, Georgia for 2 years. And by the time we moved back to Michigan, I was saying y'all. And I probably said y'all for almost a whole year after I lived back in Michigan.
I did not know that. I thought that was just the Alabama thing. I did not know that other people said it. I say you guys, and I used to get picked on and about you guys, and they said, we're girls. Okay, if I was
kind of a Southern thing,
you know, and I guess enough of being in California and then moving here, I just said you guys, and the kids at school would be like, you guys. All these little kids talking about y'all this and y'all that. Well, I didn't y'all.
You're from another planet, that's all.
I didn't realize.
I can't believe that it didn't start to
just catch
on you after a while that you just started saying it.
Look, because God allowed me to have something left from California. The rest of my speech pattern is messed up because of being here. So that's what I used to tell people. They would ask me at the conferencing center, these the higher up people on the phone, they would be, so where are you located? Where are you from? Yes, ma'am.
Just gotta go take
it away, ladies. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. Just gonna go take care of MawMaw again for a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I say you guys sometimes, and I say y'all sometimes. Just whatever pops out of my mouth, unfortunately.
Yeah, even now I'm kind of like that, LizzAnn. I kind of intermix it. Yeah. But it didn't take long after living in Georgia because everybody said it. Everybody.
Oh, yeah, it becomes part of you.
Yeah.
When I go to my cousins in Louisiana, when I come back, I sound more with that accent for a little while.
Good morning to Pat. Good morning to you. Good morning to Pat. Good morning to you. Yeah, and then you get, good morning, Pearl Nini. Good morning to you. Good morning, Pearl Nini. Good morning to you.
Yes, he wanted to come over. He was making a lot of racket.
Oh, Mr. Remington.
Oh, Mr. Remington.
Good morning, Mr. Remington. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Remington. Good morning to you. You're welcome, Pat.
Hi, everybody.
Look at sweet Mr. Remington. I love them both. But I just love the color of his belly.
Oh yeah, he's beautiful.
Yeah, he is gorgeous. He was the only one this color at the pet store when we got him.
Mhm.
So I had to get him. And him and Mr. Pickles were just talking back and forth. And I think they were having a conversation. It wasn't fair that Mr. Pickles got sang to and Mr. Remington didn't.
Yeah.
So he flew over here and I was,
Oh my goodness.
and now he's getting more talkative, which is good.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see Wicked Cool. That is a cool thing.
Misha said she got wicked cool from Vermont when she lived there.
Yeah, that's really
People
cool.
in Missouri thought it was so weird to say, but it still comes out every now and again. Wicked cool.
Yeah, I can see where
I could hear in my head Derek saying wicked cool.
Yeah.
Or something wicked something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to say, I started the saying in high school, oversharing.
Yeah.
Because people, it's, a lot of people say TMI, too much
Yeah.
information, but I did oversharing and I'd walk away. And then the next year it picked up and everybody started saying it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really? Hi, Len. Good morning. Can you say hi to everybody?
I started saying life gets in the way before I heard it anywhere else. And next thing you know, I'm hearing it everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just like the much love thing. Now I'm hearing it even on bigger channels and
I know.
Saying it.
All over the place on every channel.
Awesome. Oh, sorry.
And that was definitely all you.
Say hi. Can you say hi?
Hi, Mr. Remington.
Speak. Say hi.
Hi, Mr. Remington. Hi. Hi.
Not me. The camera's right
Hi.
there. He's another YouTube ham.
Well, aren't they all? When I went through to get my drink a while ago, and little Chica here was in the living room in her little bed. She looked up at me. I said, "You want to come on? You want to come on TV? You want to come on YouTube?" And she kind of looked at me. She followed me into the kitchen, and then when I came out, I said, "No, I wasn't going to bed." She started headed back to her bed. I said to her, "Do you want me to pick you up and bring you to YouTube?" And she stops and she rolls on her back like, "Yeah."
Yeah. See, Gabby, she's our cat. She's not really the big YouTube fan unless it's, you stop.
I think your voices is soothing to her.
Mm-hmm.
He's jealous, but he got in trouble.
I hear that.
But that's
Mr. Pickles.
This is my turn. There.
Hold on.
I demand to be noticed.
So yeah, or Gabby isn't much of a YouTuber unless it's with the kids. Then she'll want to be with them. Otherwise, Mr. Pickles was my first YouTube ham, and now Mr. Remington is my second YouTube ham.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got to do a video on him, and I got to get some more pictures so I can do the video on him and put it on Mr. Pickles' channel, because it's now going to be Mr. Pickles and Remington's YouTube page.
Oh, I didn't know y'all had a YouTube channel for Mr. Pickles.
Yep, he's got one video up, and I have to figure out how to get the video or the live stream I did when we left, where Mr. Pickles was just sitting there, and he knew he was on. He knew he was live. He knew he was live, and so I had to figure out how to download that so that I can put it on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple other videos that I have with Mr. Pickles, I want to transfer over to his channel.
So is it called Mr. Pickles?
Mr. Pickles Adventures.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that one up and subscribe.
Yeah. So, what? You're just sitting there nice and relaxed and staring at me. Yeah. I don't know.
Derek is in a fishing tournament. He's been in a fishing tournament and he's been out of pocket.
Step.
So he's not at his home. It's not as easy for him to get on with us right now. But
Yeah, he's busy on his phone.
Yeah.
He said he did come into the chat earlier, and he said he caught 17 fish, but he didn't win. So
yeah,
we'll get more details when he gets done and gets home.
I have to give Mr. Pickles the look. Yeah, that's what I
You're
thought.
right, Misha.
There, Misha put Mr. Pickles' YouTube link in there.
Thank you, Misha.
That's cute, Misha. I didn't know
Thank you, Misha.
I did teach him this, though. Let's see if he'll do it. Step. Oh, of course. Step.
There you go.
Come on. Step. Wait, hold on. All right, come on. Step. Step. No, now you're going to be a stinker. He does it all the time. Step. Step. Good boy.
There you go.
Step. Step. Good boy. Step. Come on. Good boy. Step. And that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Learning how to train him. Mr. Pickles, for the most part, he's 11. He's very stubborn. He doesn't really want to do a whole lot. He's just kind of set in his ways. He's getting there.
Did you guys explain to Crabby Girl why I had to leave?
I think we did, that you had to go check on MawMaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because I'm going to have to help MawMaw try to get back on the bed, and I might have to get Casey to help me.
Okay.
Well, I know I am because I can't do it.
Okay, be careful.
Understandable.
Yes.
So before we go off, LizzAnn, will you say a prayer for everybody? And because I could see that Traci's hurting too real bad, but say a prayer for each and everybody, and special for MawMaw.
Yes, especially for MawMaw.
Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come before you and ask your blessing on everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel. And we pray that you bless MawMaw and Casey and enable them to get better real soon and take care of their needs, Lord. Take care of everyone's needs in the chat, on the panel, and those who cannot be with us today. And we ask you, Lord, to give everyone strength and courage to face the day and whatever challenges are in our lives. We know that you are there with us, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to trust. And we say, what if? Be with us in those times, Lord, and remind us that you are there and you are the what if. You have all the answers to the what ifs. We just want you to wrap your arms around everyone and just hold them close and carry them through the day, dear Lord. We ask all this in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.
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 Can you say amen? He's moving his mouth, but nothing's coming out. You pray with
you guys, everybody on the in the chat, thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you. This is the first time here. I pray that you have found a home, because I always used to tell people, it's too late now. You've done been sucked into the crawly vortex. I haven't said that no more. Your family, I claim you on my taxes. Your family, I'm going to have a big line of people on my taxes coming up. But, love to all of you. And hey, Pat. And you guys, I love each and every one of you.
Love to everyone.
Love you all. God's blessings on your day.
Everyone take care.
Yes.